said a bit of a heart stopper, but despite the result, you must have been pretty proud of your young, experienced players putting in an effort like that.
Yeah, I said to the players, as a coach, sometimes you're looking for moments in your season that define you, and I think that was one of those tonight. We had every reason not to fight and find excuses, and we didn't do that, and I thought some of our young players were outstanding. I thought Ty Munro again shows what he's going to be about. I thought Tallis Duncan was outstanding in the second half in particular. Some massive efforts from Isaiah Tass to play in the back row, and Junior Totola punch out 60 minutes straight in the middle third was immense for us as well. And I felt for him though. I felt like we were probably on the back foot a lot of the time. A lot of inconsistencies around the ruck, which I'll go to the NRL again and have some conversations about. But I feel like the ruck is, for us, there's no reward for us in the ruck. We're constantly being controlled, extra efforts on the ground, and very little, if anything, we're getting. So it's a good discussion again this week to be having with the referees.
On the decisions, what did you make of Tane Milne being sin-binned?
Anyone who watches that can clearly see that the injury doesn't come from Tane Milne. I've got my contacts in, so I'm pretty sure I can see it, but there is no way that comes from Tane Milne. It's an accidental contact as he ducks his head, and you can clearly see that. It's a neck injury, but for some reason we get a bloke in the sin bin because a guy stayed down injured. It's unfortunate he's injured, and I hope he's okay. And I don't want to take anything away from the Bulldogs tonight. They had a tough week, and they responded well. They looked like a team that wanted to respond, and credit to them for that.
Does it bother you as well that it was just initially a penalty non-report, and then they had the time because Sutton was down to then go back and look at it and then make the decision to go, actually, we're going to bin him?
Mate, we're just finding things to do. We're finding ways to get people that aren't even on the field to make big decisions. The live decision was what it was. But for whatever reason, we want to look at it again and again and again, slow it down and manufacture an opinion and send a bloke into the sin bin. It's just, we're out there with more than half our cap missing and we can't get a fair crack. It's just, honestly, like, I'd be very surprised if Tane's got anything to answer. Very surprised. It's a collision. It's unfortunate that he got injured, but it's not a head knock. Where does Tane hurt his neck in that incident? I still can't see it.
JD, you said you've spoken to the NRL earlier this season about the ruck. What feedback have you been getting from them?
You just get excuses. You get, we understand that. Yeah, we could have got that right, but I'm not talking about decisions here and now. I'm talking about consistency in the ruck. The amount of times the second efforts or extra push on the ground or working the way around the tackle, all the things that we say we want to speed the game up for. Everybody's saying we want to play a faster game, but yet consistently we're getting controlled slower in the ruck. Our ruck is consistently slower than anyone else, and it's not like we're not fighting for it.
You mentioned Tyrone earlier. He's the opposite of slow. Like, is he the right winger? Is that the guy you're going to settle on? I know you've tried a few different guys, but he's taken to the NRL like a duck to water in his first few games.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him play with some of our big players. Look at seeing, at the moment he's come into first grade and he's done his job and he's done it well. So the beauty about the next couple of weeks is we're going to be healthy and we're going to have a lot of players available and we're going to have good competition for places, and guys like Tyrone, Tallis Duncan, Benny Lovett, and when I talk about moments, they're the moments you're looking for. You're looking for some of your young players that you've put a lot of time and effort in over the last 3 years, and you're starting to see that fruits come to life, and that'll be important for the energy it brings our team at the back end of the year.
I think you mentioned yesterday Latrell's tracking pretty well for that game after the bye, but when Blake Taaffe plays like that, do you think maybe you've got to find a spot on the bench for him?
Oh, Blake's doing what he needs to do as well. It's a slow start, but he's been consistent the last 3 weeks. Thought good to see him taking the line on today and backing himself a little bit. He'll get a lot out of that. Blake's a good footballer. He's a first grader. I've said that many times. Blake is a first grader, but Latrell Mitchell is one of the most elite players in the game, and we're missing him. And I'm really looking forward to having him back, but I'm excited about what's out there as well.
Has the bye come at the perfect time for you guys?
Yeah, it has, obviously, because we've got bodies down and we've got 4 blokes playing Origin, and we'll get a rest up and we'll get everybody back together and Origin will be over. So it's, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this next couple of weeks, getting our squad back together, getting excited about what the future looks like, and off the back of some moments that we saw today that everybody in the club will be excited about.
Thank you.